Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Heal Yourself, A Return to Wholeness, the Integration of Body, Mind, Soul, and Spirit. I'm also the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love. All of my books are available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame romance, general readings, life path and purpose. You can book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. And don't forget to download the free Twin Flames affirmation meditation. The link is below. Welcome to the weekly Twin Flame Tarot reading. This is messages for divine feminine, divine masculine, and the couple. Today is Monday. It is April 18th, 2022, and this message is good for all week. To start, I'm just moving the candles there. To start, we are going to say a blessing over the cards. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, archangels, angels of God, twin flames, guardian angels, let this reading be the highest light and love of God the Father. Let it bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. Romance angels, twin flame angels, please help twin flames around the globe understand what they need to know to learn and to grow today. Okay, so we are going to start with divine feminines. So this is what divine feminines need to know to learn and to grow. We're going to start with the Angel Tarot deck. So this is for DFs. DFs, guardian angels. Please help us to understand what divine feminines in this collective are working through, working with, whatever they're doing. The second deck we're working with is the Unicorn Oracle. So divine feminines, guardian angels, what must divine feminines know to learn and to grow? And finally, we are working with a World of Answers Oracle cards. This is the Oracle deck that my sister and I put together. If you'd like to order it, the link will be below. For divine feminines, this is a qualifier card. Next, we're working for divine masculine. So divine masculine, twin flames, guardian angels. What are divine masculines working through for this week starting April 18th, 2022? And next, we're going to work with the Unicorn deck. I really like this deck. It was actually created for children, but the messages, even for children, are pretty profound. So from time to time, I really like using this deck because it's not only profound, but it's pretty magical as well. So this is for DMs. Let's move on to the twin flame couple. This is the twin flame couple energy. This is the union energy for the twin flame couple for this week. Let's see what energies tend to come through for the collective for this week. This is the qualifier using the Unicorn deck. And finally, the World of Answers will be the qualifier for the qualifier. This will be a double enhancement, right? Usually. So here we go for the union, twin flame union. Next, we are going to get the romance energy. So to that end, I'm using first the romance oracle cards, romance angels. What is the romance energy for DM and DF this week starting April 18th? And next, we're going to get our qualifier. So that's with the messages of love, and this is going to qualify the romance energy. It will enhance it or slightly change the union romantic message. Finally, we're going to work with the messages of truth, the hidden truth oracle. This is messages from DM to DF for the week. DM to DF for the week. Okay, here we go. DM to DF for the week. Let's start with divine feminines. All right, so, there's a lot of earth energy for divine feminines this week. I feel like it's about hunkering down. That's the word that's coming through for divine feminines. Hunkering down and getting work done. Getting earthly work done, right? Not so much spiritual work done. Although in this, I feel like there's a little bit of spiritual work, but first of all, it is getting earth work done. Here we have the Eight of Earth with simplicity. Eight of Earth with simplicity. Now, the interesting piece in this twin flame divine feminines is that This week, we are moving into Taurus season. And as we move into Taurus season, which is an earth sign, Taurus is about simplicity. Taurus is about keep it simple. And I really feel like the work that you are doing this week, Divine Feminine, is to really move through this earth work, but keep it super simple. Go for the simple solution. Go for the simple answer. Don't make things too complicated. So for example, if you're studying a new subject, if there's something that really interests you and you're studying a very new subject that's like brand new to you, don't go for the most complicated thing. Start with something super simple so that you can build on that, right? If you are redecorating your home, start with something really simple, or create a home that is going to be simple to use and not like a complicated system. So I do feel like Divine Feminine this week is really working through earth work, stuff to do with stuff that is very concrete. I'm looking at this as like menial labor, but in a good way. Does that make sense? I feel like what you're working with is just like creating systems that are going to make your life so much easier. And that's actually what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks. I've been working with this app called ClickUp to, their motto is to gain an extra day. And since I've been doing so many videos on YouTube, I had to create a system so I wasn't going crazy. The third card you got is forgiveness. Forgiveness. Now it's interesting because it's Oahu, Hawaii. If that has any meaning for you, it certainly does for me. But forgiveness. Now, the card that says forgiveness here, I am almost feeling like it's not as if you're abandoning your spiritual and emotional work this week. What you are doing, however, is through the simple tasks, through the earth tasks, you're going to move some energy around. And as you move this energy around, it's going to allow you to offer forgiveness in ways that maybe when you had stuck energy, you really weren't able to do. So for Divine Masculines, we've got this spread your wings and type of flying energy, which I really like. I feel like Divine Masculines this week are coming into their own. They're really coming into their own. It's kind of like they know who they are and they know where they're going now. And the next step for Divine Masculines is just to spread their wings and fly, to take that next step, to take the next 10 steps, really. We've got the Queen of Fire with abundance. Queen of Fire energy, even though, we look at this as maybe a feminine energy, it's fire. So fire is masculine. Fire is yang energy, right? And this, when it says abundance, it's also red. Do you see how the cards are both red? And it is signifying for me this very fiery energy. We're still in Aries season. We are moving into Taurus, but we're still in Aries season. I feel like for Divine Masculines, they will get a lot more done. This week, they'll get a lot more done on their twin flame journey. They will get a lot more done if they're taking massive action steps this week. We're talking about massive action steps because here we've got exercise and it says run, walk, swim, otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness. Now, exercise, you can look at that in the literal sense of actually physically exercising, which is always a good idea, right? Latency is never a great idea if you're doing it all the time, right? If you're always latent, you need a balance. You need a balance of movement and rest. So if it's 24 hours a day rest, you're not getting that fire. You're not igniting that fire. But if you're doing about, 50-50, if you're getting up and walking around every hour, which if you're wearing a smartwatch, they usually recommend you get up every single hour and just walk around for a couple of minutes, you're going to have that fire energy to get so much more done. So I really feel for Divine Masculines this week, it's about spreading your wings and flying and taking 10 steps forward, not one step forward, 10 steps forward, getting a bunch of things done, a bunch of things accomplished, creating abundance in your life in every single aspect of your life. Very different from the Divine Feminine energy, which is more that earth energy, that grounding, taking simple steps, This week for Divine Masculine is about taking massive steps, massive action, really keeping it moving forward. Like, honestly, that is the masculine energy for this week. For the couples energy, I do feel things are moving forward. Look, we've got I'm just going to show you right away. We've got the wheel of fortune, karma being balanced, things moving forward, that wheel moving forward, the wheel that maybe has been stuck in the mud is now moving forward. When I say stuck in the mud, I think of all this stuck energy that has been happening from January through March. So much stuck energy, right? It just felt like nothing, like things were at a grinding halt. Nothing was moving forward. Now, right now, things are moving forward. Things are coming together. Things are moving, shaking, coming around. And sometimes when you have this period of like where nothing was moving, everything was at a standstill, it can be scary to take those steps to move forward again, right? Because you're just like so used to the complacency. You're so used to the latency. And when things are like, okay, now it's time to get up and get moving, it can be a little bit scary. Because here you got love heals the fear and no need to worry. So here I'm seeing a lot between the twin flame couple, of course, a lot of worry and fear energy. There's a lot of this energy of worry and fear, the what ifs, what ifs, what ifs, what ifs, what if I do this, what if I do that, what if it doesn't work, what if I move forward, what if I stumble and fall. And I really believe this week, twin flame, your angels are guiding you to annihilate that worry energy, to get rid of that worry energy, to get rid of the fear. Because the truth of the matter is things are finally moving forward. Things are finally rolling along. It's gonna take some effort, right? Because it's so much harder for a car to move forward from the point of stop than to speed up when the car's already moving. So going from nothing to movement takes a lot more effort. And I think this is go time. This is not the time to be questioning yourself. This is not the time to be second guessing. This is not the time to be like debating between one thing or another thing. It's almost like you just have to get moving, get going, move forward, move in the right direction, and you can course correct along the way. So I think it's just like move forward without fear. Okay, so I do actually want a qualifier for this week, for this card. So let's just ask the angels for some romance energy qualifiers. So angels, please help twin flames around the globe understand what this romantic message is for this week, April 18th of 2022, and moving forward for the entire week this week. Yeah, so there are some behaviors that are hardwired from the past. And this, honestly, these behaviors can be hardwired from your past current lifetime. And also with your twin flame, they're hardwired from past lives, plural. Because here we have past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Your soul remembers this intense connection. So, you know, the reason why I feel there's like this card of forgiveness, there is this card of movement, there is this card of love heals the fear and like staying out of anxiety mode, is because there have been patterns, because the wheel also indicates balancing that karma, but wheel moving forward is a good thing. It means stop repeating the patterns from the past. 10 means done with a cycle. You're done with that cycle. So the codependency and acceptance happened. It says codependency and accepting that everything happens for a reason. So this is referring back to the past in saying up until present moment, today, here and now, whether it's past in this lifetime or past in past lifetimes, there have been codependent patterns between you and your twin flame. There have been patterns of unhealthy way of relating, unhealthy attachments that needed to be healed. Now, the acceptance piece is like, it happened, right? Good or bad, it happened. Now is the time to move forward because both of you are more conscious of those codependent patterns. Both of you are more aware of fixing those codependent patterns that you know in your heart of hearts that is totally unhealthy. Like, it's like we cannot repeat these attachment patterns that are so unhealthy. So, we're speaking of the runner-chaser dynamic. We're speaking of the jealousy, the possessiveness, the obsession. All of those things are like the overgiving, right? That's a codependent behavior too. So I really feel like part of the fear of moving forward, and especially for divine masculines, like moving forward quickly, exercising it, right? The other thing that's coming through about the exercise for divine masculines is like practice, right? Because if you don't practice your newfound skills, you're never going to get better at them. And I feel like part of that fear is that they're like divine masculines, even divine feminines are fearful of repeating the same patterns from the past. Your angels are saying, no, you've actually balanced that. You've healed that. The karma has been balanced. So stop worrying about it. We're helping you to handle that. We're helping you to move beyond those toxic patterns. So yeah, it's funny because of the messages that we got. I know I messed everything up. I hope you can forgive me one day. This is divine masculine. I know I messed everything up. I hope you can forgive me one day. Isn't this the truth about this entire message? It's so true. Look, divine feminines are needing to forgive divine masculine. And part of that energy is going to be moved through this earth work this week. Divine masculines are going to need to move forward anyway, shaking off that old energy and moving forward in massive ways. The twin flame couple is going to have to go forward, move forward with no fear, and to stop worrying about it. Stop worrying about the past. And the thing is, divine masculine is still in the space where they don't know. They are hoping that divine feminine will forgive them for their actions of the past. And in part, it's divine feminine's job to forgive them. But in part, it's divine masculine's job to understand their worthiness to be forgiven. So the job has two parts. It's not a singular part. Because if divine feminine extends the forgiveness to divine masculine, but divine masculine doesn't feel they're worthy of being forgiven, it's going to continue to mess everything up. But if divine masculine can stand in their power and say, I'm human, I make mistakes, everybody makes mistakes, I'm a different person now than I was in the past, I deserve to be forgiven, and let's move on. So it's a lot about both parties willing to have acceptance for their own piece in this codependent behavior, in this unhealthy behavior, and then to forgive each other and just move on, move forward without fear. So I think this is a fabulous message about integrating lessons, moving forward and moving that stuck energy forward in a very healthy way. So thank you so much for joining me, Twin Flame. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other Twin Flames. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can join a boot camp or meditation course. You can also join my group coaching. The link is below. And I will see you in the next video.